Hello MBX followers, here's your MBX weekly fitness tip. Today we're going to talk about how to do a proper squat. Whenever I start with any new client, I always start with corrective exercises, and the number one go-to for me is a squat. Squats are essential for strong legs and a nice butt. Most people sit all day, so they have muscular imbalances in their legs they don't realize they have. So when you start to do a squat, you realize that possibly your ankle mobility is not good, your inner thighs or your outer thighs are weak and tight, and doing a proper squat is a way to be able to tell if you have these imbalances, which most people do. So we're gonna start by getting a chair behind you and try to have a full-length mirror in front of you so that you can see your ankles, you can see your feet, you can see your knees, you can see your hips, and see if you have these imbalances. What you're gonna do first is stand in front of the chair, enough so that if you go to sit back, you're gonna be able to touch it. You're gonna lift your hands up. You're gonna go to sit back. And the first thing I want you to look at is your feet. Are your feet turning out or are they staying straight? Then as you stand up, I want you to look at your ankles. Are your ankles turning in or are they staying straight? And then you're gonna look up at your knees. Are your knees going in or are they staying aligned with your feet, which is where they should be? So let's start. Go back, tap, stand up. Go back, tap, stand up. Go back, tap, stand up. So that was step one. Now for step two, let's look at the side view. Keep the mirror on this side, but turn to your left. Turn your chair to the left as well. Lift your arms up. And what you want to be looking for is that your back and your shins are aligned at the same angle. So you want to go back to tap, stand up, and stand up. You also want to make sure that your heels are pressed into the ground. That's how you know that your hamstrings and your glutes are engaged. If you go up on your toes, that means there's tightness in the front of your leg. We're going to talk about that during another weekly tip, but today we're just going to focus on making sure you keep your heels down, pressed into the ground as you go back to tap. You want to make sure you're not leaning forward too much. See where the angle of my shin is here and my back is angled way too forward. You want to make sure that you're angled exactly the same as your shins. This is a lot harder than it looks. People think because they sit and stand all day that their legs are strong. But as soon as you try to do a proper squat, you're gonna notice that your legs are burning after like 10 to 12 reps. So what we're gonna do is just start with a simple squat, and your goal is to do 3 sets of 12 reps. And you wanna do that twice a week. And trust me, this will definitely make your legs stronger. Thank you for watching MBX's weekly fitness tips.